Editions and expansions of games are rife. It's very rare, actually, these days, a game that doesn't come with an expansion or two. Sentinels of the Multiverse, here, it's one of those games. Now, this game has gone through two stages. One has been upgrading the packaging in which it came, because the first edition, they gave a lot more emphasis and priority to the cards than the box. And now it comes with a much, much better box. And it's also come out with a few expansions that we are indeed going to take a look at. Now, this game retails in the US for $39.95. I think it is, because it has 578 cards inside, but are the contents good enough to warrant the $40 mark? Let's take a look. Welcome to the GMS Magazine unboxing videos. And therefore, Sentinels of the Multiverse, which has gone pretty much of a transformation. I mean, if you remember the previous unboxing video, it came in a very simple box, barely big enough to hold all the cards, and definitely not big enough to hold the cards if you sleeve them. They tried to sort this one out. So let's take a look. Impressively enough, even though the box is much bigger, and the inside is meant to be much more sophisticated, I believe the price to be pretty much the same as the first edition, which is quite amazing, really, considering that money was exactly the only thing that stopped them from being able to produce this from the start. The other thing that has become also quite clear is that Adam Rebottaro's work has indeed improved since the first edition until now. You can tell it has grown quite a lot. It might still not be your cup of tea, artistically speaking, but it's got better. I like it. I do like that it's naive charm. It's absolutely lovely, and the characters are full of that character, which is what they're meant to be. So if we open this box, the quality is alright. This is what you need and would expect from a cardboard box, nothing to scream about. The rules are bigger, which is very nice, because the previous, although they were alright, but they were a bit too small, and the font, yeah, it's pretty much the same, but bigger, which is good. It's very, very good. It very much feels like a comic book, although it's lovely. Yeah. It's quite interesting that although it is a pretty bright yellow, it is not unpleasant to look at, which is quite amazing. I don't know how they've managed that, but it's pretty good. Hero comparisons, excellent. Oh, with complexity levels, that's good. Good that with this new edition they have done actually these little improvements that were very much missed in the original version, and now that they have had time to think about it and to get the feedback from us, the players, they have actually actioned quite a few of those, and that is absolutely brilliant. It's good to see that Great Other Games is actually listening to what we are saying. Tokens, which again are very much welcome, because in the previous edition you had to keep track of everything either by hand or simply by mind, and that wasn't always easy. These tokens are very much in line with the art direction applied to the rules book. They're quite thick, double-sided, and they haven't gone into making distracting stuff and adding any kind of illustrative noise within it. It just tells you what you can and cannot do. You cannot use your powers, that's it. Damage dealt +1, that's it. That is absolutely great. Because these are not here to tell the story, these are here to help you tell the story and remember what story within the game is being told. So that's great. Slightly more colourful tokens. made of the same material, not much to be said about them. Pretty good. And this is oh my goodness. Right, I was a bit, really, you're gonna have enough space for everything? Well, you know what, yeah. Yeah, they were completely right. Completely right about it. Yes, it doesn't have any separations. So you can separate the different decks and different expansions. Nothing that can be sorted out quite easily with just a little bit of cardboard and nothing else. Now I wonder if the quality of the card has changed since the beginning, because I know that not everybody was happy with the card quality of the original game. So let's see. Oh. The printing is... Wow. No, this is 2 cards. This is a massive improvement on quality from the previous one. These cards really feel very solid, and they handle beautifully in your hand. Lovely. The printing has also been improved. This is really seriously sharp, and the cards are so vibrant. Absolutely lovely. Terrific. I mean, this, not just the box, but these cards is what an improvement and what a new addition and enhancement is all about. This is excellent. Love it. Absolutely love it. They have changed as well the locations, it seems. Let me see if I can open this little deck, because this is not a deck, at least in this size, I recognize from the first edition. Oh, this is so good. These are the locations. Oh goodness, this is brilliant. And these are the heroes. Bunker. Oh, look at Takia, she's good. She's very quick. This is absolutely brilliant. I am so thrilled to see all of these cards getting the treatment that they deserve. A bit of foam. That's it. That's your cards all held in place. How stunning, how awesome is that? How absolutely brilliant is that? Cards held in place. Now you can move this game. Wicked. Love it. But as you can see, I have more things on the table. And what I have are the expansions. If we put this aside for a bit, and we take a look at this in a second. This is the first expansion that they came out with, Rook City. More rules. Not very many more, but here they are, same format, which is good. Again, this was another improvement from the original box. The original box, again, if you remember, if we take this out, it was that. Just empty, nothing, absolutely nothing in them. Rook City came with an insert. Good. Very good. The quality of the cards in Rook City, and let's remember that this was the first thing that they came out with after the original game. And since this is the first time I see this expansion in the flesh, I want to know if the quality of the cards between the first edition and this expansion improved. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. The good thing about this, understanding that, is that it comes to prove that Greater Games, they really were paying very close attention as to what went right and what went wrong in the first edition of the game. And they decided to actually action those issues from the moment go. you know, from the moment that they had to produce something else. And that's good. That attention to detail, that care that the user, the player, gets the best possible product is, yeah, it's quite remarkable. We also have here Infernal Relics. This, ladies and gentlemen, Launius, this is a name worth reckoning with, because Richard Launius is the granddaddy of co-op games. Apart from being an absolutely fantastic guy, he's a wonderful designer. And no, I don't care what you have to say about Arkham Horror. It's a brilliant game, and Earl Design is a fantastic game. You don't like it, tough. It's a wonderful game. So to see that Richard was actually cooperating with these guys to produce some villains and heroes, it's great. Now, what did they do with the Kickstarter? They did the same. It worked for Rook City. Why do anything else? You know, 3 decks. Again, with the artwork from Mr. Rebottaro, how on earth he manages to draw so much is completely beyond me, because I would seriously end up sick of it. And he's still going, you know, and improving. Let's not forget that he really is improving. The cards, lovely printing. Loads of them. I mean, how are they making any money, if any? I don't know if they're making any money, but with this amount of cards, over 200 cards, selling this for $20, that must be a really, really slow and low margin, which is a pity. Right. And last, but by no means least, these extra decks, I believe they came with the Kickstarter for Infernal Relics, and they were some more villains, additional stuff that they decided to put up with the Kickstarter and to basically give away. The one I'm interested in, because I can imagine this is going to be pretty much the same cards, but these I am interested in because they are supervillains at super size. If I open this very carefully, because I don't want to hurt the cards. Yeah, hurt. Like that. They're made of the same material, which means that because they're bigger, they're a little bit more fragile. But they look glorious. You know, they look absolutely glorious. I mean, who wouldn't want to fight against these villains? Omnitron is evil. And it's very powerful. The rest, who cares? But Omnitron, wow. Look at that. 100 points. That has to hurt. Right, jokes aside, I doubt very much you're going to get better value for money for $40 if you like co-op games than this. Seriously, $40 for over 500 cards and 2 expansions that seriously improve the game and bring in a great deal more replayability for it. It's a no-brainer. You really have to get this. It is a no-brainer. Really well done, Greater Than Games. You have so improved and matured with every production. It's really good to see that happening. Congratulations.